Alright, welcome back to the Roadside Rescue YouTube channel. I'm Ernest and I'm on my way to Autozone, but not for the normal reason. Because the manager at Autozone, I'm assuming, was driving there this morning, but recently, regardless, because it's on the weekend and their car is at the store, they told me that their check engine light's flashing and it's running really rough. So I'm gonna head over there, see if I can figure it out and probably fix it. Oh, I left the camera rolling. I'm here. Looks like I have my parking brake on. Close to that curb. All right, let's figure out what's going on. Okay, so I just got out from inside. I was gonna ask them, but I figured I would just ask them when I got here if they ran the codes themselves before I even came over here. I had no idea what it was. I was assuming check engine. Sorry, I was assuming it was a misfire because of the flash. They've already pulled up the code for cylinder number 6, and of course their fix-it computer program says it might be the valve spring, so I'm gonna make sure it's everything else besides that first, and hopefully we'll figure it out. It's gonna be nice to test though, because they've got the coils labeled right there, so I'll probably take this cover off. Yeah, held on by that, barely. And we'll get looking at it. Okay. Too bad it ain't on the front side. I believe cylinder 6 is back there. It'd be nice if it was that one, but that's definitely 3. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 should be going to the far back there. Slippery snow. And if not, that would be the issue. That would be the issue. There's your problem.
I just got done on that Dodge, right?
Knock that clip right off. What's that about the Dodge?
You might have seen me out there at some point. I was up.
So the vehicle owner stepped outside and I offered to pull out some spark plugs and let him see those. He decided that he wanted to replace the wires and the spark plugs, so we're gonna go ahead and get all that done real quick. And they only looked a couple of years old, maybe about halfway through their lifespan, but they wanted to go ahead and get them replaced anyways.
The only other issue the car has is transmission slips every now and then.
Yeah.
And then the starter is having a hard time.
Just turning
GM
and starting.
It almost sounds like a flywheel's just not lining up. I don't know.
Hey, I
Like
mean, at
grinding
least
a little
your
sometimes.
Yeah, like if you sit there and it will take us like 2 or 3 tries to get to go.
Oh, interesting.
starter's going out from age and not being drowned.
Yeah.
There's a place.
Go check me out
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you'll have to tell me later. I'm gonna be here for a minute. Let's just make sure that's 5. So now we're going 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's just make sure 2 goes up to the front one here. Okay. Yeah, that's the order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can yank all these out because that's labeled nicely. I should have used pliers. Put that behind it. Okay, I just grabbed this with some pliers. I was gonna pull it off and look what I saw. Good thing we're doing spark plugs. You just heard the man. Oh, can you see that? Look at that. I haven't even gotten this off yet. Look how loose that spark plug is. That is not tight at all. That was just like days away from blowing out, and then I would have a way bigger issue. In fact, I should probably check and make sure that's not what happened in the back on number 6 before we get going here. Yeah, right now 50-50. I'm not going to get my stomach churning yet. I want to put my hand back there and feel for that spark plug. In fact, I'll just do that on camera. It's kind of warm. I don't want to get burned. Oh, thank goodness. I feel a spark plug back there. So hard to get to. But no big deal, for the best mobile mechanic in town. That's why the managers at AutoZone call me.
It's hot down there.
Mm-hmm. So here you could see how loose that spark plug was. I could take it out by hand. All the other ones were tight though. All right, so I took that out by hand. That one was just kind of tight. I got these wires off the back finally, and it was easier if I put my hand back here. So if you're ever planning on doing this job on this Buick, is this a 𝘮𝖊𝖈? Oh no, it's a GM. Does it have a GM tag? It's a Buick Lucern V6. So if you ever got to do it on these Lucern V6s, the first two I could definitely get to from right here. The last one, I'm probably gonna have to be careful for these wires and go through there. Interestingly though, these wires are also cut, so I have no idea what those are for. And it looks like this car likes to dig up a bit of snow down there. Starter's getting weak, so I'm gonna feel that when I'm done, because they're saying it's giving a hard time starting, but I think they said this bad boy had remote start. This thing's luxury. Oh, that was the other interesting thing I was gonna say before I cut this zip tie. Somebody made a pretty cool zip tie holder for those wires, but these wires were way long. I think way too long. We'll check them against the new ones though. And the wire that had come loose was actually burnt. I don't think I mentioned that on camera earlier. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take out all three of the front spark plugs first and just make sure there's no issues. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. How did that one spark plug get so loose? They said they just bought the vehicle. You think it was foul play or what? All right, here's the cool little zip tie holder. I'm probably not gonna do as good of a job replicating that. I mean, wasn't the best job either. They didn't cut their zip ties, so we'll see what I come up with. Okay, also the spark plugs coming out of here, I don't think they were 𝑥, they're Bosch. I have one of them right here. The Bosch right here. I think that's one of those. Somebody let me know if Bosch is 𝑥, but if they are, then that was factory not torqued, but that doesn't make sense. It seems like these were replaced not too long ago, but anyways, you can't see. There's my hand right there. And this socket's also hand tight. Back here, look at that. All right, so I'm getting the second one out of the back here. Both of them have had the insert from the plug stuck, the boot stuck on them. I'll show you as soon as I get the spark plug out. It's not on it. You have to get it off when you use a normal spark plug socket in order to get this the plug in there. And this is the little thing that was stuck behind, so I had to get a small pair of pliers back there and pull these off. Both of them had this. I'll check the third one, but when it's like that, you can't get down to the socket, so you got to get these off. And let me feel for that third one. Hopefully it's just the plug. Good. So put this straight on. It's further back than I thought though. It's so far back there. Dropped that socket and it fell right into my hand. That was lucky. And why didn't it angle into that? I'm on it though. I think I'm on it. Wow, that's tough. Let me see if I can get the GoPro back there though. right. Thank goodness it wasn't on cylinder number 6, but I was putting in number 5, and look at that crack. I felt it pop, so I'm gonna go get a new spark plug. First time that's ever happened to me. Okay, I've got all of them except for the 5th one in the back. That one's gonna be easier to get to than the 6th. Since that one spark plug broke, they're running to hub, which is, luckily there's a new hub that's only a few minutes away. So while they get that other spark plug, I'm gonna go ahead and just put the wires on. I should be done just in time. All right, so I'm done. I've got all these running in the right direction. I've got them tied up so they're not touching the fan shroud or anything. Here's what I did to tie those up. This one that got burnt, I just went ahead and tied it with a little bit of tension running over that round edge to keep it off of that O2 sensor so it doesn't get burned again. And I'm gonna check, make sure this runs right, and then I'll put the cover back on. Okay, I'm gonna listen to the starter at the same time. All right, so let's listen to the starter at the same time. I'm not gonna sit on their seat. Oh, that was not starter to me. Sounded like a vacuum leak. Starter sounded fine. That feels fine. I don't feel a misfire. See that steering wheel sitting nice and steady. So that's probably just the old code. I'm gonna go ahead and clear that. So that's it. This was a job well done. And bonus points, the manager said I'd be the first one they recommend to everybody who has problems. Well, that's good luck for me. If you like this video, make sure you're subscribed. Check out the next video up here. I'll see you there.